What's up, legends? I recently vended my very first card show, and so I'm super excited to share with you guys how my experience was, a little bit about what I did to prepare for this event. And so yeah, I hope you guys find it helpful. So this was a fairly small local event. It actually took place at one of our local malls, and it was hosted by a local card shop here. Now, I'd gotten there about a few minutes late, but it looked like most people had already set up their tables. I don't think I realized that you could get there a little bit earlier, but it wasn't a big deal because the mall was just opening up, and so people were just starting to kind of file in. But I did want to make sure I got set up as fast as possible. So I did bring a combination of some different things here. So I brought several slabs, mostly Beckett slabs, and I actually had this graded card display wall mount that I used right in my office, but I figured it would actually be a good display case even for vending. So yeah, it ended up working out pretty well. And so I also brought a couple binders. I had one that contained cards being sold for just $1 or 5 for $4. And then I also had another binder which contained more of some vintage cards, as well as just more fan favorite Pokemon and fan favorite rarities and that sort of thing. Now, I can't remember if I'd seen this done somewhere, but I basically brought some twine to basically tie down the binders to the table. That way nobody could walk off with them. And I did want to have a good variety here, so I did have a little bit of sealed. I just brought some 151 and Paladin Fates booster bundles, and I broke down a few of them for the packs. Now, I'll be honest, I probably wasn't in the best location. I was kind of towards the back of where the tables were, and there were about, I think, 50 tables is what they told me. I don't think there were 50 vendors. I think several vendors bought several tables. But I think because this is a smaller show, I did get plenty of foot traffic even to my booth towards the back of the show. I will say the dollar binder was definitely a big hit. I think it's just kind of an easy purchase for a lot of people, or just parents to pick up stuff for their kids. There were definitely a ton of kids walking around with their parents, and of course you had a few kids walking around trying to do trades from their binders. Now, in my display case, I tried to include some of the singles that were above $10. Nothing crazy, but usually between like the $10 and $60 range is what I had in there. And so these ones I had fully priced out, but I felt like it would have been way too much time to price out everything. And so if someone asked about a card in one of the binders, I would just pull up TCG Player and price it based on that. Now, I'm not sure if this is the best way to go about it, but I personally only accepted cash and Venmo for the cards, but I did have my Venmo QR code on the table, so that definitely made things fast and convenient for people to pay, but a good portion of people did just pay with cash as well. And also, something I think I didn't expect as much was I did actually do a few trades with people, and it actually worked out pretty well, because usually the cards I'm selling would have just been in my trade binder to begin with. And so I actually did get some pretty cool cards for my collection. Here's some I got in a trade for the new Walking Wake EX card plus $5. So sometimes we did a combination of a trade and cash. I wasn't super surprised by this, but the graded cards did not sell as well, but we definitely sold some. The cool thing is, actually towards the end of the show, I did have my biggest sale for $310, so nothing crazy, but it was for these Unigaba CGC cards, as well as this Victory Metal promo card. So I will say, I felt very good about that. I'm just happy to have made back the cost of the table, which was about $60. Alright, well, I'm tired and most of all hungry. Now, we got 5 Paladin Fates packs left that didn't sell today, so let's go ahead and open those up right now, and I'll share my final thoughts. Now, guys, I will say that I was pleasantly surprised by my experience vending for the first time. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. It was, I think, just a lot of fun just to kind of interact with people and, just talk nerd stuff with them. Now, if you're curious, I did try to record each of the sales that I made, and so that came out to be about $750, possibly $800. I may have missed a few that I didn't write down in there. So let me know in the comments below whether or not you guys think that's good or not, but it felt pretty solid to me. I mentioned before that I paid about $60 for the table, and that's partially because I kind of got in late. They had some cheaper tables for I think about $40, $45, and so I would definitely consider doing it at that price in the future. I was talking with my wife recently, and she was kind of asking me if I would ever consider, selling full-time, and honestly one of the things that kind of deters me from doing so, I do sell a little bit on TCG Player on eBay, but man, I just feel like packaging up stuff just takes so much of your time, and even listing stuff. And I know some people enjoy it, but I really just don't enjoy that aspect of it. I'm sure there are more things that I could do to get more efficient, but honestly, I just don't want to be in the shipping business. I feel like if you're a Pokemon card business, that's kind of what you're doing. But what I really liked about this experience is that I literally could just spend a weekend and offload a bunch of cards, make back a little bit of the money that I'm spending on opening packs and just stuff I'm acquiring over time, getting graded, that sort of thing. And also getting to avoid all those eBay fees or TCG Player fees is a huge plus as well. And of course, there certainly are some graded cards that I have not done well on, didn't get as high grades as I thought I would. And so selling them on eBay, I'm probably breaking even, possibly even losing some money due to the fees and the shipping costs. And again, not having to deal with that in an in-person setting like this is definitely a huge bonus. I think if I were to consider doing this on a more regular basis, I would want to actually look more into buying collections, because the singles were really the most popular item here. Again, we did sell some slabs. I think a lot of them were some more lower end stuff, some ones that were probably in like the $20 to $40 range. And we also sold some packs as well. Actually, I sold one 151 booster bundle and then the packs from another one. So I definitely should have brought some more 151 packs, but that was about as much as I was willing to let go of at this moment. And we sold a little bit of the Paldean Fates packs, but not nearly as many. Yeah, but like I said, the singles were super popular. You just had a bunch of people coming through who were looking to complete binder sets. And again, having that dollar bin was also a huge hit. Getting to just offload some of those Vs that you pull from packs all the time. You don't even know what to do with them. So some things that I might do differently for next time. I think for one, I would definitely bring some more snacks. You think that you might have time to get away to get something to eat, but you really don't unless you have someone there helping you. It's kind of like you don't want to step away for even a second to miss that one customer. I probably also would have brought a tablecloth for the booth just to kind of spruce it up a little bit, make it a little bit more vibrant. I probably would have gotten just a nice bright yellow tablecloth because I feel like it kind of screams Pokemon. Because I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but this was actually a combination of sports and Pokemon show. I believe they've done this sports show for a couple years now, but I don't think that they have included Pokemon as much in the past. So I think for the few Pokemon booths that were there, I do feel like they got a decent amount of traffic. And as I said, I feel like the 151 packs, they were pretty popular, so I would probably bring more packs next time, especially for the more popular sets like Evolving Skies, 151, anything that I can get them at a decent deal like that. So yeah guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I definitely can anticipate doing this again on the local level. I'll be honest, I'm still not sure if I'm confident enough that I have enough inventory to do something like a Collecticon. I'm just not sure if I'm there yet. Maybe we'll get there eventually, but this was a great first step, and I think if it's something that you're interested in, doing it locally I think is a great way to start. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think you may want to check out one of these videos here on screen next. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to support the channel. And lastly, I want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.